Hello everyone. This is going to be my first Scentsy wax review. This is my first time ever using Scentsy. I thought I had tried Scentsy wax before in the past, but I actually had not. And I've never really tried them before because they're so expensive and you can only go through a commissioned salesperson, and it just seemed to be more of a hassle than it was worth. I just never thought I would try Scentsy wax, again because of the expense. I discovered Walmart wax, the ScentSationals and Better Homes and Gardens, a few years ago, and I've been extremely happy with the scent quality, throw, and of course the price. $2 for a 2.5 ounce wax melt is hard to beat. Scentsy, on the other hand, is $4.99 for 3.2 ounces, which is almost double the price of Walmart wax, so it's quite expensive. Plus, you can only buy Scentsy from commissioned salespeople, although I've heard that some stores sell Scentsy, although I've never found any in my area. So this means that unless you're attending a Scentsy party, you can't sniff the wax before you buy it the way you can at a store like Walmart. And because Scentsy salespeople are commissioned and they have quotas to fill, some of them tend to be a bit aggressive with their marketing, and I personally have experienced some less than honest tactics by quite a few Scentsy reps. I'm sure the majority are honest people who love the product, just want to spread the joy and maybe make a little money on the side in the process. But the underhanded tactics that I've experienced from some Scentsy reps in general kind of left a bad taste in my mouth about the product, and that's one of the reasons why I never tried it. I also do have the Scented Wax Melts Retail Facebook group, which is only for store-bought wax and retail wax and does not include vendor wax or direct sales wax like Scentsy. And I've had a real problem with Scentsy people, getting into the group and kind of wreaking havoc and trying to sell their products, even though the website is about store-bought wax. A lot of spam, a lot of issues. So again, some really underhanded tactics by some of those people. Again, I don't want to generalize, but it just really caused a problem. So again, never tried Scentsy up until this point. But I was at a big neighborhood yard sale about 2 weeks ago, and there was a Scentsy booth there. So I was really excited. I thought, oh my gosh, now I can actually smell this stuff and see what the big fuss is about. So I was able to smell some of the wax. I was really impressed at the quality and the strength of the scents on cold sniff. The new scents were $4.99, like they are on everywhere, on the the Scentsy websites for the Scentsy sellers, $4.99. But they also had discontinued scents which were on sale for $2.50 a piece. So I bought a bunch of those, and I also bought a bunch of the new scents, which also gave me some additional discounts. And when all was said and done, I got 15 different scents that averaged, I guess, around $3 a piece, if I'm doing my math correctly. So yeah, that was definitely a bargain. Plus, I was able to sniff them beforehand to see if I liked the scents. And honestly, I pretty much liked everything. I mean, I probably could have bought 3 times the amount of what I did because the scents were really good. I got these home. I started melting them, of course, one by one over a 2-week period. And a part of me was hoping that they'd be awful with weak throw so I could justify my, my anti-Scentsy judgment. But I have to admit, I loved them. Now I can see what the big fuss is about. They are amazing. The scent quality is fantastic. They're very complex scents, and the throw on most of these ranged from very good to excellent. So, and even the ones that were discontinued that haven't been around for a couple of years. So, gosh, I'm really going off on a tangent here. Before I get to reviewing each scent, I guess the question is, would I buy these again? Well, if I could get them for an average of $3 to even maybe $3.50 a piece after discounts or including the half-price scents, absolutely I would buy these again. But I would still not buy them for $4.99 each if I couldn't also get some at half price. And I would never buy them online and pay that shipping, because the shipping is $8 for orders up to $79.99. So when you add in the shipping plus the $4.99 for each scent, it's just way too expensive, no matter what the quality is. Plus, I do prefer to sniff wax before buying them. If I do buy scents online, sometimes without sniffing them, but if it's $2 or $2.50 or maybe even $3, I can kind of justify it. It's like, all right, if I don't like the scent when I get it home, well, I've only spent $2.50 or $3. But with the Scentsy, if I don't like it, that's $5 that I've wasted. So that's another reason why, another, I guess, issue with the Scentsy for me. Although, I'm fairly certain that even if I wasn't able to sniff them before I bought them, I probably would be happy with most of the scents I would get, just judging from what I smelled at the yard sale a couple of weeks ago. If I did not already have as much wax as I do now, like almost 1,000 different wax melts from, mostly from stores like Walmart, I would probably most likely splurge on Scentsy because, again, I'd have a lot of leftover money to spend on stuff like this. So, gosh, I've just been going on and on. So I'm just going to go through each scent one by one. Okay, I just opened each one of these so it'll be easier for me to go through each one. And oh my gosh, just having these open, the whole room just smells so good. These smell great. And I just want to get into the wax, the way the wax, like the way it feels, the type of wax. I'm assuming it's paraffin. It's not a soft wax. It's definitely a hard wax, like the ScentSationals wax. Although it does have, like, the surface is a little bit kind of smooth and a little bit of a greasy surface. So although I think it's paraffin, there's probably some kind of a mix in there. Maybe it's, I don't know, I guess their own proprietary mix, perhaps. So the first one I'm going to do is Luna. And I've heard this is like a #1 favorite. Everybody loves Luna. So I melted that one. Oh, and the scent notes. Oh, let me go back a little bit. This scent apparently, I believe, was introduced in March of 2011, and the scent is still available. The scent notes are white florals, jasmine, sweet pea, and freesia, juicy berries, and sandalwood. This one it's a rich, warm, classy, ambery type scent with a hint of some kind of dark berry. It smells a lot like ScentSationals blackberry cider. I can see why this is everyone's favorite. It really, really is nice. Looking at the scent notes, I see that there's the berries, and I also think I smell sweet pea, but I don't smell sandalwood. This one, I'm surprised. The throw was fair to good, around maybe a 2.5 or a 3 out of 5. I was surprised that it wasn't better, considering that the throw on most of these are really, really good. But for a small bedroom, for a smaller room, I think it would do really well. It's a very, very nice scent. I really like the scent. It's not something that's really, really different from similar scents from other companies, but it is very nice. Although, granted, I guess this is probably the first company that made this scent, and I guess all the other companies kind of copied it, I'm assuming. Next one we have is My Only Sunshine, and this one was, this one, it says it was introduced summer of 2015, but it's got the older logo, so that might not be the case. I could be wrong. It's supposedly still available. The scent notes are golden to... I gotta take my shoes off here. Hold on, just a second. All right. The scent notes are golden tuberose and jasmine balanced by sandalwood, vanilla, and glowing amber. Well, I love the smell of tuberose. It's a unique, like a very warm gardenia type scent. This, however, I would consider a fruity floral. It's very strong on cold sniff. I can't determine the scent notes. Now, what I do is when I review a scent, I don't look at the scent notes until after I've melted it, until after I've done my review, because, you know, I don't want to trick my nose into thinking, oh yeah, this is a certain scent. Yeah, I can smell that. So I did this review and then I looked at the scent notes. So fruity floral, very strong on cold sniff. I can't determine the scent notes though. Maybe pear. There's also a warmth in the background, like a sweet amber. It smells like an expensive feminine perfume. It's another complex scent. I really like it. And now looking at the scent notes, I do smell the tuberose, not so much the jasmine, and there's the amber. And yeah, I do smell like a smidgen of milky woodsiness way in the background. That's probably the sandalwood. When it's melted, though, I don't smell all of those complex notes. It's just a pleasant floral with a perfume vibe, but also kind of like a smidgen of baby powder, which definitely makes this, My Only Sunshine, a really good bedroom or bathroom scent. The throw was good, 3 out of 5. Not excellent, but it was good. Again, you know, a smaller size room, it would do well. Next, we have Summer Sunset. And it's saying this was introduced in June of 2015. Again, it has the older logo. I don't know when the logo was updated, so maybe, I guess, a Scentsy rep would know the details. But apparently, it says it was discontinued, so I don't know if that's true or not. My review, I'll do the review first. No, I'm sorry. The scent notes. The scent notes are: delight in the sun's last rays as brilliant pomegranate, black currant, and rhubarb dissolve into a horizon of sugared lemon and vanilla frost. Wow, that sounds really good. I really, really like this scent. Again, before looking at the scent notes, I smelled plum. I thought I smelled plum, but there was also like a rich, succulent strawberry note and a savory note and something warm like amber, but also a very slight perfumey note and maybe a salty lemon note. So like I said, these are very complex scents. Then when I looked at the scent notes, okay, the pomegranate and the black currant, now I get that. The rhubarb, that's probably the rich strawberry note I'm getting. And there's the lemon. I don't smell vanilla at all. Very, very complex scent. It smells almost exactly like citrus pop, although a little sweeter. And citrus pop is down here. I'm going to be reviewing that later. Really nice scent. The throw is very good, maybe a 3.5 out of 5. Very good throw, excellent scent. Really like this one. Next we have Amazon Rain. And this one was introduced this past February of 2016, and it's still available. And nice green color. The scent notes are sweet notes of melon, orange zest, coconut milk, and sultry night blooming jasmine. I smell coconut and a really sweet fruit, but it's not a tropical scent. There's also a floral in there and maybe a smidgen of sweet lemon. Then looking at the scent notes, it's probably the orange zest that I thought was the lemon, although I don't smell orange at all. I guess the sweet fruit is the melon, but it doesn't smell like watermelon, maybe honeydew. Melted, I do smell tropical fruit, but it's really more of almost like a nice sweet fruit candy scent. I don't smell the floral at all when it's melted. I really like this scent too. The throw is good, around a 3 out of 5. Not excellent, but good enough for a smallish room. Next we have Lemon Verbena. Verbena? This one was introduced in March of 2014, supposedly, and it's still available. The scent notes are fresh lemon zest with a bright kefir, lime, and verbena leaf. So not quite as complex as the other scents. This is a lemon scent with a soapy herbal lemongrass scent of verbena. Melted, it smells like salty lemon with a lemongrass type herbal note. It's not sweet at all. It's a nice scent, but lemongrass verbena type scents are not my favorite type scents in general. But it is nice. It's a nice scent, and the throw is excellent, like a 4 out of 5. Next we have Summer Sunrise. This was supposedly introduced in June of 2015, and I believe it's been discontinued. Nice orangey yellow or bright yellow there. The scent notes are: savor the stillness of dawn with freshly ground juniper berry, cardamom, and a crackle of black pepper enlightened by aromatic bergamot and cedar. Wow, that is another complex scent. Without looking at the scent notes, I could not figure out what I was smelling. I thought it was cedar, but there were some other notes I couldn't pin down. Maybe pepper, possibly a smidgen of spruce or balsam, but it's not a Christmassy scent. So then when I looked at the scent notes, yep, they're spot on. The juniper, the black pepper, the cedar. I don't really know what cardamom smells like. It's a nice, unique scent. Melted, it kind of smells like a savory cedar, if that makes sense. It's a nice, intense, woodsy cedar, and I think maybe the savory note is the cardamom. And the throw is very good, maybe like a 3.5 out of 5. Next we have Newborn Nursery. And this was introduced in spring, summer of 2007 and brought back in spring, summer of 2011. It was discontinued in February of 2008, but I think it's still available after the 2011 Bring Back My Bar program. The scent notes are: fresh, clean, and powdery. This dreamy scent evokes memories of cradling your little ones. This scent is 100% baby powder, and it's very strong on cold sniff. When melted, it smells just like it does on cold sniff, like baby powder. I've never found a store-bought wax melt with a baby powder scent, and even baby powder scented vendor wax that I've tried has always had poor throw. This one is a definite winner because the throw is excellent, like at least a 4 out of 5, which for a baby powder scent is just amazing. I love, love, love this scent. Next we have Braeburn. Braeburn, I guess that. I don't know what Braeburn is. This was introduced this past March 2016. It's still available. Scent notes are fresh apple and a luscious assortment of tropical fruit. Enjoy a sprightly pop of whipped sugar and creamy vanilla. This is a sweet, fruity scent with a creamy note, maybe a tropical fruit mixed with melon. It smells kind of like a summer slushy. And then looking at the scent notes, I don't smell apple individually. There are a lot of fruit scents mixed in, so apple might be in there somewhere. I just don't really smell it. Melted, though, I kind of smell a slightly bitter note, almost like grapefruit rind, that gives us a little bit of a cat pee vibe. So this is the only scent out of all the Scentsy scents that I bought, out of all these 15 that I've tried, that I don't really like when melted because of that weird bitterness that kind of smells a little bit like cat pee. The throw is good. It's around a 3 out of 5. Next we have Citrus Pop. This was introduced this past February 2016 and it's still available. The scent notes are, this is a nice orange. The scent notes are bergamot, sparkling mandarin, and orange blossom. This one smells almost exactly like summer sunset, but in the Citrus Pop, I can definitely smell lemon, and it's a sweet, salty bakery lemon. But there's another note I can't figure out. Now, looking at the scent notes, maybe the other note that I can't figure out is the bergamot, although I don't know what that smells like. But I don't smell orange blossom at all, which orange blossom is like a neroli scent. It's a kind of a beautiful, flowery scent that I can't describe it. You'll never forget it if you smell it. I love this scent, but I swear I smell lemon, and it's not really citrusy. There's nothing sparkling. There's no, I expected more of like a fizzy orange soda. It smells nothing like that at all. But I love it. It's melted. It's a really rich scent. It's not very sweet. Kind of like lemon pound cake without frosting and not really all that lemony. It's hard to describe, but it's a fantastic scent. The throw is fabulous. Excellent. 4.5 or maybe even a 5 out of 5. This one it's a scent monster. It took over the whole house. Citrus Pop is definitely a winner. Next we have Caramel Pear Crisp. And this one was introduced in September of 2012 and it's been discontinued. The scent notes are, enjoy the indulgence of sugared pears and juicy nectarines melded together and blanketed by a crumble of golden brown sugar. Above the rich layer of buttery batter sits a generous helping of warm caramel cream. Oh, that sounds so yummy. Just like the scent name, this smells like pear drizzled in caramel. It's yummy. It's but melted, it has a slight chemical note. It's a nice scent, but when it's melted, there's something a little off-putting in there. And I mean, I still like the scent. I just don't, like I said, there's that kind of a chemical vibe. The throw is excellent though. It's around a 4 or maybe even a 4.5 out of 5. Very excellent throw. Next we have Beech. And kind of looks a bit like sand. This one was introduced in the spring, summer of 2013, and it's still available. Scent notes are papaya and honeydew, sweetened with a hint of coconut. I smell sweet coconut and a sweet guava type tropical fruit and suntan oil. Looking at the scent notes, okay, I guess it's the papaya and the honeydew that I'm smelling that smells like a sweet fruit, not guava. It's a really nice summery scent. Melted, it's very sweet, almost sickeningly sweet. And it's a scent monster. This one needs a large room for sure. This kind of sweetness cannot be contained in one room. Throw is 5 out of 5 easily. It took over the whole house. I smelled it outside. Excellent scent, but again, very sweet. If you don't like super sickeningly sweet scents, you might want to tone this down, maybe like with a vanilla or something, or even some type of a fruit scent or that's not overly sweet. Next we have French Lavender, and this one is not overly complex. The scent notes are pure herbal fragrance of wild lavender from the hills of France. Well, I don't really think they got lavender oil from France, but you never know. This is straight lavender. It's not overly sweet. It's slightly medicinal, but not enough to detract from the scent. So it's a really nice lavender scent. It's a nice balance. It's a balance between herbal lavender and sweet lavender. However, the scent started to dissipate within about an hour and a half, which was kind of disappointing. Oh, I should mention this was introduced in 2013 and it's still available. The throw was fair to good, around maybe a 2.5 or a 3 out of 5. Next we have Key Lime Tortilla. This was introduced in 2008, but it was brought back in July of 2014 with the Bring Back My Bar program, and it's been discontinued. It was only brought back for that 1 month, July of 2014. And the scent notes are lime and kiwi combined for a south of the border sweet treat. This is a fantastic, sweet, creamy, milky, sugary scent with like a lime note, but there's also some other fruit that I can't figure out. Looking at the scent notes, I see that the other fruit is kiwi. When it's melted though, I just smell a slightly salty lime with maybe a bready background. It's a great scent. And the throw is excellent, around a 3.5 or a 4 out of 5. Next we have Coconut Pumpkin Pie. This was introduced in September of 2015 and it's still available. Scent notes are pumpkin puree, grated nutmeg, and maple sugar are heightened by a hint of coconut shavings. This smells heavenly. It's a rich, sweet, caramely pumpkin scent with coconut and maybe a hint of nutmeg. The caramel I smell is actually, I guess the caramel I smell is actually maple. Melted, I smell mostly a rich, buttery coconut, like buttery pie crust with coconut mixed in. But it's not salty like some rich wax, like rich, buttery type scents can be. This one is a scent monster. It took over the entire house. The throw is excellent, 4.5 or 5 out of 5, and it smells unbelievable. It smells, I'd say, probably a little bit more coconutty than pumpkin when it's melted. And last we have Amaretto. This one, I don't know when it was originally introduced, but it was brought back in January 2012 with the Bring Back My Bar. It was only brought back for that 1 month, and it's been discontinued. Scent notes are an almond-scented fragrance sweetened with honey and spice. This is a very sweet, creamy, milky almond. Smells really good. Looking at the scent notes, I think I do smell a little bit of honey. This one's not overly complex, but it's really good. The throw is very good, 3.5 out of 5. So there you have it. This was my my first foray into the Scentsy world. And again, if I can find someone that sells these locally, or there's a party somewhere, I can smell them, or there's a someone selling them at a yard sale, I will definitely buy more. I'm very, very happy with the way these smell, the scent quality, the throw. I mean, excellent, complex scents. Would I buy them new from a website? Probably not, unless I can get like a really, really good discount. I would never spend like $5 a piece on any wax unless I can offset that with other like discounted Scentsy scents that would be like half price. So there you have it. There's my review of Scentsy, and I hope you've enjoyed this review, and you have a wonderful day.